Hi, I'm Amanda and I'm a medical esthetician here at Mad Peaches. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about proper cleansing technique. I think people get really hung up on serums and moisturizers, and there's so much skincare out there that's really important, but don't forget the very first step is cleansing, and that is by far the most important. The reason why that's the most important is because if you don't cleanse properly and get rid of all the bacteria, dirt, oil, makeup, everything, then all those serums and moisturizers and everything you're going to put on after that are not going to be able to penetrate deep enough and to do what they're supposed to do. So today I really want to talk to you about proper cleansing technique, and I personally like to use a white washcloth. I know some estheticians like the white 4x4s, and those are fine too. I just like white washcloths to use at home because I can buy them for cheap at the store, like a pack of 10, and I can just throw them on my sink. So as soon as I'm done every night, I can throw it in my dirty clothes. Because you don't want to use the same washcloth night after night after night, because it is going to hold bacteria. But it's really nice because then you can just throw it in the wash with your towels and not really have to worry about it. Okay, so what a lot of people do is they like to get their hands wet, they put their cleanser in, their face is wet, and they go like this and then they splash. Well, I'm not a big fan of splashing. That's why I prefer the cloth, because it's actually going to remove everything versus just splashing the water and hoping everything's being removed. Also, you don't need to have everything so watered down. Both of your hands don't need to be soaking wet. Your face does not need to be soaking wet. The reason you don't want that much water is if you're using an active cleanser, like something with maybe salicylic acid or something to help with wrinkles or anti-aging or anything of that nature, it's going to dilute it a little bit. So you want to actually start with a dry face. And then I'm going to get one hand just a little bit wet and take my cleanser with my other hand. I'm going to emulsify it just a little bit, and then I'm going to start to go ahead and go in circles. Now, the number one thing you want to make sure that you're doing is you want to make sure that you're going in circles, and you want to make sure that you're doing the full 30 seconds. You can even go up to a minute, and yes, I do count. When I'm in the shower, I count. When I'm at home by myself, I count. I count out loud. My kids have walked in and think that I'm crazy because I'm counting to myself, but it is so important to make sure you're doing the full 30 seconds. It's been about 20 seconds, so we're gonna keep it going. I don't use a lot of pressure, but I do like to make sure I'm massaging it in because micro circulation in the skin is really good. And it's gonna help all your other products penetrate deeper too if you can really improve your circulation in your skin. Okay. So my face isn't super white and soapy, and there's not soap everywhere, which is good. We don't need all that. I think we get so hung up on the commercials where you see the girl splashing her face with the water, and it's not really necessary. So I'm getting my washcloth wet, bringing it out. Okay, and now I'm just gonna go through and wipe. Now I like to use a white washcloth too because you can see the makeup that's removed. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm just rinsing out the makeup so the washcloth will be white again. So now I'm going to do one more cleanse. And when I rinse off this time, the cloth will still be white because there's no more makeup. I've got a little bit more water on my face so you can see the cleanser is sudsing up just a little bit more, getting a little bit more foamy. Again, I'm going to do this for another 30 seconds. When you're washing your face, you should be able to feel the difference in your skin from the time you first start washing till the very end. Your skin should feel cleaner and it should feel smoother and softer. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove the cleanser. As you can see, there's not much there. Maybe just a little bit of makeup residue, but not much at all. As you can see, the cloth is clean. I'm all done. My face feels fresh. It feels soft. So now for me, I'm going to use my retinol and call it a night. I love retinol. I use it every single night. If you guys have any questions about different types of cleansers or what's going to work best for you, please give us a call.